Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Technical Analysis Made Simple. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to it and you can go through the playlist of all the 3-step analysis process. Okay, now let's start the video. With respect to global events, there are 3 events that are in focus. The first is rising number of cases, the second is the vaccine development, and the third one is GDP numbers, which will come out for Germany and the US in the next week. The first 2 events are ongoing events, the developments are being there. The first event is a negative event, the second event is a positive event. This is completely with respect to market direction. The third event, this will be out for US, that is GDP numbers will be out for US on 25th of November. On 23rd of November, GDP numbers will be out for Germany. So these two will be in focus. Also 26th November is the monthly expiry, that is the last Thursday of the month for India. So whatever data comes on 25th, if it is very much away from the estimated figures, then there could be a big move expected on the expiry date. If there is nothing, then there could be a dull move. Also Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if there is no major happening, then there could be a range bound movement in the indices is what I am thinking. As you can see, these 3 events are not giving us any proper clues as to what to do. These are very uncertain. GDP numbers are generally priced in, but then if there is something very far from what is estimated, then market could react abruptly. So let's go to the charts and see what charts are telling us and how we can take cues from them. This is the chart of Dow futures. As you can see, Dow has already made a new high, but it is taking resistance in there. So the major resistance level for now is 30,000. There have been 2 consecutive rejections from there. The last week candle looks like a shooting star. However, we need to understand that this kind of resistance at a all-time high level is very normal. There would be seller accumulation at that level, and hence there is a small selling pressure. Note that Dow was moving in a channel before breaking out. So it is highly probable that Dow can come back to 28,800 levels, that is 400-500 points down, and then maybe take support from here and move upwards. Why is this? Because there is a support accumulation here. There is a dual support. First support is that this was the last level from where the major fall started. So now this should act as a support since it is crossed. The second thing is this channel breakout level also lies at that place. Hence there would be some buyers here, and if they overpower the sellers, then here could be a good demand zone. At any case, if Dow slips below this, then it will start going down towards 28,000 and then 27,500. If it breaks above 30,000, there will be a swift momentum and there will be a new high also. If you see the Nasdaq chart, it is still consolidating. It is consolidating on the upper part, which seems like it is ready to break out. If you see this particular part looks like a flag pattern. I'll show you in the daily chart. If you see, this looks like a flag pattern, right? So if Nasdaq breaks out from here, the first target will be a swift move to last high, that is 12,420 levels, and after that there could be a very high momentum in Nasdaq. If it tries to consolidate more, then it will fall below and come here. In the last week, we also discussed that Nasdaq could come to these levels and then bounce from here. It worked like that, and since it is trying to hang near the top level, the breakout possibility is more than breakdown. So keep an eye on this. Next, we will analyze DAX, that is Germany index. This has reversed very well. Here 3 weeks back there was a breakdown, clear breakdown, then it reversed, followed by move here. This chart is also consolidating on the upper part. There is a high possibility of breakout above, and in that case it will go to fill the gap near this. So 13,500 will be the level to watch out here. If it can clear that level, then we are going for all-time high, that is 13,800. If it gets rejected again like this candle, then it can spend some time here. But this chart is not at all negative. So global scenario looks highly positive unless some bad news comes in. With respect to the domestic events, there is just one event, that is GDP numbers for India, and that will come out on 30th November. So 30th November is a market holiday on the event of Guru Nanak Jayanti. So whatever numbers come in, if they are again far from estimated figures, we will see the effect on 1st of December. So that is the only event that is due in Indian scenario. Apart from that, there are no major events coming in. So quickly jump onto the charts and let's see what are they saying. Let's start with Nifty chart. This is the weekly chart of Nifty. Here we can see that Nifty is in a very good momentum. Consider one thing here. If we try to plot a trend line, it will look something like this, correct? Now, let's try to see what are the various possibilities. This candle looks like a hanging man. It can also be a continuation candle only if the high is taken out. So in any case, if next week Nifty breaks above 12,963, then there will be a continuation. If Nifty opens below the close of this candle, that is 12,859, in that case Nifty will start retracing back to this breakout level. So the first support for this will be around 12,430, which was the last high, and then there could be a gap filling which will be around 12,280. So this area will be a good demand zone for now, and this is very normal. Do not think that this correction is going to give a major downturn or something. These are just possibilities. If we cross above the high of this, then Nifty is going to head upwards. If we open below this and sustain there, then there will be a retracement to this level, test of this level, and then probably we can go high. Till the time this trend line is maintained and till the time 12,280 is maintained, I do not see any negativity in Nifty. So please do not short it. Look for long opportunities at appropriate places. This is Bank Nifty chart. Now, if we see Bank Nifty, it had a crazy move in the last 3 weeks. So what are the possibilities now? We can see that the candle length are getting shorter, which means there is some resistance which is coming in here. Now, the range that I am looking at is 30,000 to 28,000. So 28,000 and 30,000, this range can keep Bank Nifty busy for 1 or 2 weeks probably. And if it breaks above that, then the first target will be 31,680-700 levels, and if it breaks below this dotted line, then it will move down to 26,600. Bank Nifty is very straightforward. This is what you need to look at. Please try to find long opportunities here also. One thing that is with Bank Nifty is that it is highly overextended. If you see, this was the previous trend line, right? Now it has gone in a different territory altogether. So it can start spending some time here, cool down, and then make another move. Or it can also come down here and then go. We have to see that, but then this is highly overextended. It will have to cool down somewhere. If we try to put the moving averages, so this is 20 moving average, this is 50 moving average, weekly moving average. If you see, it has also overextended from that. It has gone a long way from that. So it is possible that Bank Nifty, this kind of momentum is right now dying. It cannot just keep going, right? It has to cool down somewhere. So I am looking for a cool down trade here. I am not saying this is negative, but a cool down trade here. If we go to the daily charts, the daily charts look something like this. If we try to plot a trend line on this, even in that case, you can see that it is highly overextended, correct? So it has to cool down. Maybe it will spend some time here, or it will come down and then go above. So overall, we can conclude that the world scenario and the Indian scenario, these are positives. We will have to see for any adverse or any very positive news development with respect to rising number of cases and vaccines. If there is nothing like that, then market will take a breather and then start its journey towards the upper side, because the charts say that the positive influence is more as compared to negative influence. Now let's quickly discuss how our Muhurat pick is performing. This was IndiaMart, as you all can see. I had posted this on the group, and let's analyze what happened in this. So if you see, I'll remove this trend line. So if you see, our stop loss was 4800. It is going below 4800 continuously, but not sustaining it. Even in the last week, it went below, it made a low of 4730 and bounced back. This is precisely the reason I told to keep the stop loss with respect to weekly closing basis and not daily. There is a reason for it. If you see the daily chart, there was one day when the price closed below 4800. However, it did not sustain there. The next day it waited there, and Friday it bounced back. It is also not sustaining above 5000, which is a small concern for me. But then once it starts sustaining above these levels, that is 5050, there could be a very good move coming in here. So hold on to this if you have bought it. If you have not bought it, do your due diligence before buying it, and please maintain the levels that are mentioned. For further info on this, please refer to the group post that was already posted. That's all for this video, guys. Let me know if you have any doubts, any queries in the comment section. Thank you so much.